Welcome to Dr. Roulette. I have the prescription for your subscription. Okay, guys, I'm going to do a bit of snakes and ladders. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and place my bet right away. All right, so what I'm going to do is, since I'm doing these videos, I don't want you guys to wait forever while I switch from one table to the next. So I'm just going to basically wait for 3 blacks, 3 reds, 3 evens, or 1 to 18, or 3 19 to 36, and bet against the trend and give myself 4 chances of winning. There's 2 steps to this, okay? So I've modified it a little bit. So I will tell you that in a second. All right, so you can see on the bottom left corner, I started with a bankroll of $500, and now my profit is $26.70. So how I've modified this strategy is for the first 4 spins will be, I'll give myself 4 tries, 50 cents, a dollar, to $4.50 while I put 50 cents on zero on my last spin attempt on the 4th spin. I will not play more than 4 spin sequences at a time. Okay, so I did win that bet. So I recoup my losses and make a profit. And so now I'm going to wait for 3 reds or 2 or 3 odds or whatever the case is, and then give myself 4 chances. Now, if I don't win on the 4th spin, which would be $4.50, I will increase my bets by 2. So then my next bet would be $6.50 because I'm going up by 2 units. Okay, so I'm increasing it by $2 each time I lose. But I'm going to wait for another spin sequence. Now the reason why I only do 4 spin sequences at a time is for a very simple reason. In case, let's say you end up getting like 15 black in a row. If you do that, then you'll wipe out your entire bankroll. So you got to be very careful when you're playing this game, because it is essentially traps that the roulette is made for. To try to entice you to play 9 reds in a row, 9 blacks in a row. The laws of average say that after 3, it decreases significantly, but that doesn't always mean it's going to play out in every single event, in every single spin sequence, in every pattern. So that's why wait for another spin sequences, but then start your spin sequence at $6.50 if you lose the first 4 spins, and then work your way backwards. So if you win, then go down $5.50, and then go down $4.50 until you're back in profit, and then go back to the original flat betting. Okay, so I win that one. So 31, 27, 23. So let's go 1 to 18. And so, yeah, this is much more easier to manage your bank, okay? Because at the end of the day, you want to make profit, and you want to stay away from martingaling or mitchellgaling when the numbers are just too high, So that's why the first 4 bets, I do martingale for the first 4 bets. But if I lose that, then I go to round number 2, and I wait for another pattern to emerge. But I go up 2 units every time I lose, and go down a unit every time I win. So that's how you manage your money, how you manage your bankroll, so you can keep in profit. And I also suggest that when you do make a profit of, let's say, $5, $10, take a break, cash it out, and so you can have money in your bank, which is the whole purpose of you playing roulette, and also to take a break and then come back again. So you can make maybe $50 a day, maybe $100 a day. But it's important to take breaks because what happens is 3 things happen. First of all, you're going to end up having long-term bad luck, just a lot of bad spins in a row. And the second thing that can happen is that you get frustrated and start making irresponsible bets to try to chase losses. Don't chase losses. play very strategically. And when you're frustrated and you're losing, you're going to do stupid things. So take your time and play in an installments. Don't play 3 hours at a time. You're going to see a lot of things happening in the roulette. Okay, so that's 3 even. So let's go odd. Okay. All right, so that's another win. And 31, 24, 18. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to another table. Now, I much prefer this strategy than snakes and ladders. And the reason why is that when you're playing, my Twin Tower strategy, where you bet two out of the 3 dozens or 2 out of the 3 rows, you're essentially it essentially is a good strategy, but you got to be careful. And with that being said, I wouldn't play more than a few dollars playing that strategy, just for the simple fact that it takes 2 units to make 1 unit, and I find it kind of unfair because basically, when you're playing the outside numbers 1 to 18, even, black, red, odd, or 19 to 36, those are 1-to-1 chances, right? Where they give you 18 numbers in total, 18 numbers. When you're playing 2 out of the 3 dozens or 2 out of 3 rows, you're basically doubling up your bet by placing another bet, but this one only gives you 6 more numbers. So if you think about it, you do have an advantage of 24 out of 37 numbers, but in the long run, you're only getting 6 more numbers for another unit covered. So it's mathematically it's against your it's not very good, if you think about it like that, you're paying another unit for 6 more units for another dollar. So it's it's not very good. So let's go ahead here and continue. See if I can find another. Okay, here I do. I think I found 3 odds in a row. Okay, so let's go here. All right, so. Okay, I'm not sure what's taking so long. Maybe there was a bad spin or something. Okay, so let's move to another table. All right, so let's see, anything else? Okay, I see a lot of blacks here. Okay, so that's another black. All right, so let's go red. Oops. Oh, this one's only this one starts at $1. So this is the first time I played on this table. So I'm hoping that it's traditional roulette because it looks a bit. It looks like it might be a modification version of roulette, but this one is $1. So this time I'll do $1, 2, and 4. So I only have 3 chances to make this one. So okay, so let's see here. All right, so that's another loss. So once again, I basically play, two rounds. The first strategy is to martingale, 50 cents, $1, 2, and then $4. And then on the 4th spin, cover the 0. Cover 50 cents on 0. If you don't hit it on the 4 spins, then you go to the second part of the strategy, which is going up by 2 units every time you lose, and then going down a unit until you're back in profit, and then go back to the first part of the strategy, which is flat betting at 50 cents or whatever your initial bet is. So right now I'm in stage one, which is the stage where you want to be, because the other one is just basically recouping your losses. Okay, so that's a win. All right, so let's bounce here because the graphics are giving me a headache. All right, so I see 3 reds in a row. Let's see if I can place my bet. Do I have time? No, I don't. But yeah, so the snakes and ladders is definitely my favorite strategy, and I think you can really make money off this strategy. And okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go even. As you can see, odd has come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Okay, so I'm gonna go even. Of course, the more you wait for more numbers to emerge of the opposite, you'll have much more success. So if you have like 5 blacks in a row instead of 3 blacks in a row, you will have more success because the expectation value increases in your favor. But for me, I wait for 3 because I don't have all day. All right, so that's 34. That's a win. Okay, so 34. 35. So the Twin Tower strategy, it is a good strategy, but like I said, I'm just a bit apprehensive playing it as my primary one because I have more success playing with snakes and ladders just for the fact that your betting size decreases significantly by half because you're only placing 1 bet at a time instead of covering 2 bets for 24 out of 36, 24 out of 37 numbers. So, I much prefer doing this. Okay, so let's go 1 to 18. So that's 1, 2, 3. 3 times it has been high. So let's go ahead and do 1 to 18. All right, so that's a loss. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to show you guys the second part of the strategy when I don't hit it in the first 4 times, which will happen, So hopefully I'll be able to show you that. And it's just basically money management at that time to recoup your losses, but doing it smartly and strategically by going up 2 units for a loss and going down a unit if you win until you go back to stage 1, which is flat betting, which is the stage where you want to be. All right. So let's see here. All right, so that's a win. So I would definitely use this system much more than the Twin Towers because that one can really eat up your bankroll. So this will definitely be my primary one. Now, let's say if I do see like 5 or 6 in the second dozen or first dozen or third dozen, then yes, I will play the Twin Towers, but I won't put much money on it, and I'll give myself 3 chances to win. So 50 cents each, $1, and then 2.50, and then if I can't, then I go back to the snakes and ladders. But I'll really be patient and really make sure there's a lot of numbers in our particular dozen or row before I get tempted to play that. But right now I'm doing very well with the snakes and ladders, which is basically not my system, but a system that I found online by another YouTuber. And I just modified it to be able to play it the way I like to play it, and to come up with a good idea of how to manage your bankroll, so to recoup your losses and to maintain a healthy bankroll. Okay, so that's 1 and 8. So let's see if he spins another low number, and then we'll go high. I don't have much time because I have to get back to work. So I'd like to make this video. I have about 15 minutes before I go back to work. So let me see here. All right. So what is that now? That is that's a high. 21. 1. Okay, so let's go here. Anything else? Okay. Okay, so there's 3 blacks in a row. I hope I have time to place my bet? Oh, so he put me to 2. Oh, no, that changed. No, I can't play there. All right. So let's see if there's anything else. 14, 17, and 23. Okay, so 11, 14, and 17, all low numbers. So let's go ahead and go 19 to 36, giving us 4 chances. So as I mentioned, I still will play my Twin Tower strategy, but I'll be much more selective now because I find that this is a much better strategy. I'll wait for maybe 4 or 5 numbers to hit in a particular dozen or row and give myself 3 chances like that. But never with high amounts because when you're betting on 2 out of the 3 dozens or rows, as I mentioned, you can eat up your bankroll. So this is a much more efficient strategy. Okay, so that's a loss. So let's go ahead and increase it. So the first part is martingaling, and then the second part is going up 2 units every time you lose and then going down a unit every time you win until you're back to flat betting. So that's how you do it, because if you do the second part and you martingale, then it would be, the numbers will be too high, and then it will be much harder for you to try to make up your losses like that. So you got to be very careful. And martingaling is good, but not when it comes to high numbers, because you'll eventually lose your bankroll. So that's why I highly recommend that you don't martingale on the second part of this system. 3 blacks in a row. All right, so that's a win. So you can see it's a very effective system, and I was actually hoping I was going to lose 4 in a row so I can show you the second part. But maybe if I have time tonight, I can do that. I just wanted to make a quick video here. Let's see. Is this the weird one there with the weird graphics? I don't know. I think this one is dollar bets, so I'm going to go ahead and bounce. Let's see. All right. Okay, so those are, all right, so 3 high numbers, so let's go 1 to 18. All right, so there's a win. And now there's 3 reds in a row. So I can go right back into the system and play 50 cents. Oops. Okay, so let's go back here. Always on the 4th spin, cover the 0. All right, so that's a win. Okay, so I'm not sure why that is there. All right, so that's good. I have a few minutes before I got to go back to work. Okay, here's another one. 14-1. 18. All right, so I have two choices now. I can either go 19 to 36 or I can go black. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go black. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to go like that. I wish I could have made this video longer, but I only have about 45-minute lunch. I have to get back to work. But like I said, hopefully I'll be able to do a longer video tonight, and I'll show you win or lose if this is a good system or not. So far, it's been working out pretty well for me. All right, so that's a loss. Okay, so let's double. Okay, that's another loss. Okay, so double again. All right, and that's a win. And oh, doctor. All right, guys. So this is a much more efficient strategy for sure than the Twin Towers strategy, and that's why I make these videos, to see which ones are good and which ones are bad. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. I got to get back to work. It was such a pleasure to share you my experiences playing my version of the modified Snakes and Ladders. And I hope you enjoy it. And please gamble responsibly. Have a wonderful day. And hopefully I'll be able to make another video tonight to follow up. Thank you.